Hey, yo, mic check, 1 2 1 2. What's good with y'all, man? What's happening? It's your dread-headed host with yet another dose, keeping you engrossed from coast to coast. That's right. It's been a minute. If you've been rocking with me, welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. All right. Now, I've been away for a while. I've been working on a couple things. There's a couple of reasons out there. All right. But, I got some stuff in the works, and I know, I'm always saying that. But listen, y'all, just listen. It's in the works. It's in the works. There's stuff that's coming. Y'all gonna like it. It's in the works. It's in the works, though. I'm gonna stop screwing around. I'm gonna get it together for y'all. Don't even worry about that. But today, real quick, this morning, and I was reading about the story yesterday. All right, this is a day old now. There's a lot of people that came out and talked about it, and I wasn't even sure if I wanted to talk about it because I don't really care about sports, and it's a sports story. But since it involves Jay-Z, Hove himself, Rock Nation, and all them, which tangentially means it also involves Beyonce. Not gonna lie, that's whose name I saw on Spotify, not Jay-Z, because he's keeping all of his shit on Tidal. Which, look. All right, if you're an audiophile, Tidal actually is streaming at higher quality than what you're gonna get. All right, people that don't know won't know. All right, so everybody's like, why would I pay for Tidal and blah blah? It's like $12. Look, if you're not getting Spotify with a bundle right now, that's just like $12.99 too. Netflix, all of that's going up. Might as well be getting the top quality. I mean, hey, whatever. That's neither here nor there right now. All right, just know that when Jay-Z is in business, important takeaway is when Jay-Z is in business, he is taking that shit seriously. All right, the last album he put out, 444, I don't know if y'all heard that, was fire. It was a whole album about infidelity and loving his wife and trying to get Beyonce back because y'all know he cheated on Beyonce. And how you gonna cheat on Beyonce? I mean, come on. But all that stress, strife, and turmoil, a genius will take that, channel it, and turn it into something amazing, which is exactly what that album is. All right, and that's why his wife, black billionaires. All right, up there. That means something. We're still having firsts out here in the black community, so that means something. All right, black billionaires, shot callers. All right, we're not just when he said, "See you talking to what was the line?" We see you on the gram talking to a stack cash, something like that. We don't call that money no more. All right, they're past all that petty shit. So when billionaires make moves, it's a multifaceted move. Not just a multi-million-dollar move, but a multifaceted one at that. That's how the money works. That's how money works. Okay? So, if y'all haven't heard yet, all that premise, all right, get you caught up with who Jay-Z is, what he's been about, what they've been doing. All right, and then the NFL. Okay, Jay-Z recently brokered a deal with the NFL. If you haven't heard about it, and it's big news. It's big news, especially in the wake of the whole Kaepernick situation. So let's paint the picture. Let's give you a little background here. And I know y'all know, but since they're bringing it back up. All right, y'all remember back it was 2016, 2017. Kaepernick took a knee. Black Lives Matter. During the national anthem, to protest police brutality and injustice against colored people everywhere. All right? Now, nothing wrong with that. But I just want to say, he wasn't even the first one. All right? I was sitting out the national anthem in 2011, but did nobody give me no motherfucking sneaker deal. All right? You can ask my daddy. All right, this is when Kaepernick just now got on in the pro field. All right, he wasn't nothing yet when I was taking a knee, when I was sitting an anthem out for the same reasons. All right, but they ain't take me serious because I wasn't on television, I guess. Whatever. All right, so brother did the right thing, peaceful protests, all that, and they threw his ass out. I don't know what he thought was gonna happen. Obviously, all right, you causing trouble on the plantation. They don't get you out of there one way or the other. It was 2016, so there's only a few ways they can do it, legally speaking. So they put you out. All right, it's a job. You wild out at your job. You got fired from your job. I'm not saying it's right. All right, but if I was at work and I started wilding, all right, to the point where it was costing my job money. All right, it was paying them. It wasn't lining up with their quote unquote values. All right, anyone that's ever had a job, y'all heard the rigmarole before. All right, that doesn't align with our values. You can't do that. All right, that's not the image we're trying to put out. You know, and even if your company, every company to an extent, it's public. You know, even if you're working in a private type of job, contracting job, it's public insofar as the perception that you put off to the people that you're trying to do business with is important. So if it messes up the values, not gonna be so forgiving on that type of thing. You don't get put out. It is what it is. Was it right? Ethically, nah. I don't know. I don't know what to say. He was doing the right thing, but in a fucked up kind of way. The NFL, I mean, it wasn't necessarily wrong with what they did. All right, because what he did while was doing the right thing, he used his platform. All right, but it did paint the league in a negative light. They lost a lot of money. All right, people pulled down the Super Bowl. You know, they asked Cardi B to come. She said, "Nah." Whole bunch of people, and they ended up getting Maroon 5. Oof, y'all saw that. Adam Levine out there whoring himself out in the first 30 seconds with his shirt off. Like, bruh, came for the music. Come on now. It was subpar at best, and then here comes Travis Scott out of nowhere, and then all in that SpongeBob teaser, that cock tease. Oh my God, it was fucking tragic. All right, they were losing money hand over fist. They were still out here. I mean, people still watch football. All right, there's still money to be had in different ways, sponsorships, all that. All right, ain't none of them sponsors pull out the NFL. Gatorade. All right, all these shoe deals, sneaker deals, Reebok, I don't know, Adidas. I ain't Under Armour. Again, I don't watch sports like that. I don't really know who's out there. But I know that they fired Kaepernick. Wasn't everybody mad at the NFL, but wasn't nobody mad at these other companies. All right, that stood right by and let it happen. Because the sponsors could have been like, oh, no, y'all gonna fire this wrong. You can't fire that dude. All right, but none of them do that. Nike kind of did, but not really, because Nike still had deals with the league on the side. Kaepernick, that was just one deal of many. Again, when you make billion-dollar moves, shit's multifaceted. All right, there's things going on. So Nike looked good, they signaled, and they finessed everybody. All right, you had black people run up and say, yeah, I'm getting Nike. They behind the sport cap, blah, 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 blah. And then you had the same white people or whoever, the white supremacists buying this shit too, because they're like, yeah, well, they still support the league, and the league throws his ass out. All right, perception is everything, people. And when you start looking at things black and white, that's when you start missing that big ass gray area where a whole lot of the shit is happening that ain't nobody talking about. All right, so that's what it is. All right, they kicked them out. You know, and all these rappers, all these celebrity people, you know, everybody took a side. Are you standing with the NFL? You standing with Cap? All right, I stood with Cap, if only because he was, again, doing the right thing, because all that shit is still happening today. All right, we're distracted, but while he did kneel, brought some attention to it, it's not fixed. We still got a ways to go. So Jay-Z brokered a deal with the NFL. All right, and in this deal, it's gonna give him significant power. Rock Nation, you know, that's his label. It's gonna give him significant power in choosing the performers for the league's signature events, including a Super Bowl. And it will also, as this article in The Atlantic says, it's going to help augment the NFL's social justice initiatives by developing content and spaces where players can speak about the issues that concern them. Okay. So I want y'all to remember that part. And this article is by Jemele Hill. And I don't know if you know who Jemele Hill is. I'm not going to go too far into her backstory because I only just realized who she was after I had to go back and look at who was writing this article. She worked for ESPN. She got fired a couple times, moved around a couple shows because she, too, did the same type of thing Kaepernick did, where she decided to speak out, voice her opinion. Now, some of her opinions were kind of ham-fisted, I think. She could have did it a little bit better. I think she was really going for shock value more than anything else. Gaining infamy really is the same thing as getting fame in today's industry because she's still working. All right, now she writes for The Atlantic. But, you know, she's also, I guess, social justice warrior. Not in like the condescending way that you hear nowadays. That term's really been completely wrecked. But y'all understand what I'm trying to say. But she wrote this article. Now, again, people mad. Kaepernick's still not back in the league. Apparently, they've not been giving him tryouts. So everybody's mad at the NFL still. So NFL, you still doing wrong. So now everyone's pissed off at Jay-Z. They're like, Jay-Z, I can't believe it. You coon out here clowning for the white man, putting on the show, brokering deals. Because now they're like, oh, well, now they got Jay-Z. That just gives them a free pass to not actually have to right the wrongs of all the racism and the blah, blah. And I get what people are saying. Because what is, let's see. I want to see what Jemele had to say, how she described it. A lot of people are saying now that they have Jay-Z's backing, it gives them kind of a guilt-free pass and access to black audiences. Oh, you hear what she said. Jemele Hill. Now that the NFL has Jay-Z's blessing, it is conceivable that some of those entertainers who distance themselves from the NFL might change their mind. Jay-Z has given the NFL exactly what it wanted. Guilt-free access to the black audiences, culture, entertainers, and influencers. I'm going to stop you right there. All right, Jemele. Because it's not just her. Now, I'm roasting her because her article was the first one I read, and she was super passionate about it, and it's stupid. But there are other people, podcasts on the internet, you go check them out. Black folks just super mad at Jay right now. But let's go back up because they're like, oh, Jay-Z, he just making the deal because they haven't let Cap back in. And I guess Jay didn't talk to Kaepernick. Jay-Z said he did. Kaepernick, sources close to Kaepernick said that he didn't, said he got a call and Kaepernick, the call didn't go well. It was less than pleasant and all these things, which again, Kaepernick, all right, hypocrisy works both ways. You still brokered that deal with Nike, you know what they was doing. You had to get that money too. I'm not saying the brother shouldn't be able to try out and to get an opportunity to get his job back, but if you get fired, if you get fired from your job, for those of y'all that have been fired, you think you can walk back in there and just apply for a different job, a different position, and they just let you back on? Not right away. You'd be on like at least a 5-year holding list in HR. I mean, come on. Regular ass people, that's a real problem. I can't just get fired from my job and then come back talking about, well, my resume is looking pretty good compared to some of these other new hires, and I have this experience working this job. They're gonna be like, no, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You just got fired yesterday. And again, look, I'm just keeping it a buck this morning. All right. And again, I don't watch sports. So this issue, while again I stand with Cap, or I kneel with Cap, whatever the fuck, him and getting his job back, nah, I can't really get behind that too much. All right. And that's okay. That's okay. But now they're mad at Jay-Z. But the thing is, he's not just like working on the entertainment side of it. They said, Jay-Z and Rock Nation will also help augment the NFL social justice initiatives by developing content and spaces where players can speak about the issues that concern them. End quote. Jemele Hill, The Atlantic. He's also doing some other shit from the inside. This nigga bought a piece of the plantation. All right? And it's not like no Toby, where he's still working for the white man on plantation. No. You know how mad these slave masters must have had to been to have to relinquish the Super Bowl? Are you kidding me? The Super Bowl makes them the most money out the year. They lost so much money because people wasn't pulling up. I mean, Travis Scott pulled up. He was coning too. People was mad about that. But really, they said, well, he young, blah, blah, blah. I want to hear that. All right? Y'all want what y'all want when you want it. You mad, but you don't understand. Now Jay-Z, a black person, all right, a Negroid, owns a piece of the NFL in an owner kind of way, because I don't think there are no black owners. Again, I'll watch. If I'm wrong, somebody leave a comment down there. Let me get educated. It's a conversation. All right, but he owns a piece of the pie now. So yes, maybe you could look at it as, oh, well, now they have this black backing. We should just gonna give them access to black audiences, which, goddamn, Jemele, I guess I'm just a fucking commodity. I'm not a person or anything. What a way to put it. But the truth of the matter is, that's not that. Because all of y'all out there, the overwhelming majority of the voices, to me, that I've heard, from places that have kind of surprised me, because, usually they'll be a little bit more level-headed about it. And again, I'm not putting nobody's name out there. Not advertising you for free. But you mad at Jay? For what? He's not stupid. Obviously, he knew there'd be a whole bunch of backlash. So you can't even say, oh, he just gets access to black audiences, because here y'all are coming in as pseudo gatekeepers talking about, no, we can't be supporting this, blah, 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 blah. But where is that energy at when it matters? Where was that energy at for all these companies that are still sponsoring the corporation that you're mad at? It's a multifaceted piece. You're getting mad at the easy little, the big digestible bites, all right? The big pictures. Jay-Z, hey, public, black billionaire. We've been watching him like a hawk. And now y'all criticizing the man. Y'all trying to tear the brother down already? God damn, people. Can we get some togetherness for a second? I mean, so quick to tear each other down. How far is he going to go? He's supposed to be supporting black-owned businesses. And that's what this is going to be. So again, I can see what they're saying. Time will tell if he's just doing this to flex to make some money, because you know he's about to make some money off of this. But again, now he owns a piece of it. He's not working for them. That's not what just happened. Not by the way that they've described the deal. Now, I've been trying to find the details of the deal. And obviously, I'm sure there's some legal jargon that needs to be worked out before they're going to release the exact details. You know, when they did a little bit of the interview with Roger Goodell and Jay-Z, they didn't really talk too much about it. They were just optimistic as the opportunities to kind of get in there, to kind of move forward, because Jay-Z said himself, he's like, this, what Kaepernick did was important. That happened. All right, now it's time for the next steps. We can't just keep kneeling and expect something to all of a sudden just happen. Now this right here is something happening. This is what I don't understand, because one would not have happened without the other. All right, Kaepernick might be mad at what happened because he didn't come back and make the money. That's what it was kind of what it seems like to me. It's kind of fucked up. All right, everyone's mad that Kaepernick didn't have his job back yet as a quarterback. And if I understand it, and I don't watch football like that, y'all. But if I understand it correctly, he wasn't even that damn good. All right, he wasn't bad. I understand he wasn't trash tier, but I also understand that he wasn't God tier. I mean, I hadn't even heard this brother's name, from being 100% honest with you, until he took the knee. Nobody cared about him until he put on the mask. Okay, so, and he got the deal. So again, he's making money. All right, and in this situation where they're about to develop new avenues where players can, voice their opinions, new content. I don't even know what that means, but the word content is in there. Jay-Z could hire him back to do something else. All right, everybody relax, and he probably will. I mean, let's be real. All right, you know how you kill this PR? You know how you quiet these petty, dumbass niggas down that aren't really paying attention? All right, you hire Kaepernick to do something. As soon as Jay-Z gets his piece in there, all of a sudden, Kaepernick is hired as the face of some portion of it, and then boom, the goodwill's back in his court. And y'all gonna be like, oh, he did such a good turn around. Why would you act like he doesn't already have this planned out? That's how money happens. You don't just make money by haphazardly throwing something out there, winging it, hoping it works. There's a plan in place. All right, he's been doing this for a while. All right, and I know Beyonce is not just finna let him off the leash with the purse to go bust all kinds. They got kids. All right, they got a future, and I'm sure they're trying to broker for their children. They both talked about it. He talked about it in the song. All right, he tried to give y'all $1 million worth of game for $9.99, and y'all niggas wasn't trying to hear it. So, look, I'm on Jay-Z's side with this one. Be quite honest with you, because he made some big moves. He made some important moves. Some moves that were thought unprecedented. If it wasn't for the fact that Cap took the knee and they lost all that money in the Super Bowl, they had to hire Adam Levine. They had to scrape Travis Scott to come in there. All right, who was that other? Wasn't there somebody else that pulled up? See, I don't even remember. They had to bring on SpongeBob and Poor Taste. I mean, God. Who been watching football this year? Who even played? They lost that money. All right. They did take a hit. That did happen. Everybody, quick round of applause for everybody. All right. That happened. Y'all did that. We did that. All right. Cap, good. Good on you, brother. Now here comes the next steps. All right. Because people are going to keep watching football. I mean, niggas still playing fantasy leagues. So they're going to be kind of invested. So they weren't going to fall because of that. But that was a good gut check. All right, that gave us some time for somebody to go in there and take advantage of the situation, and that's exactly what Jay did in the position that he was as a black billionaire who could make these big moves. He came in and he took a piece of it, not just any piece, but he took the Super Bowl. All right, I imagine that the revenue stream from that now is about to change up to where the NFL themselves aren't even going to be getting as much of it. So people like me who actually only turn on Super Bowl for commercials, which are trash now, by the way, to watch them on YouTube. So now it's just a halftime show. I don't give a fuck about football. The games are usually terrible anyway. In the last couple years, I watched them. Jay-Z is getting a piece of that money, and it's an opportunity for him to bring in some more black artists, bring in some newer artists that wouldn't necessarily get the chance to do it, bring in some new talent, whole new face of that. All right, you got black people on the field, you got black people in the stands, you got black people at the crib watching the game, and now you're gonna have black people all over the stage, and pretty soon we gonna own the shit too. And this is how it starts. All right, y'all watch out. All right, NBA, we coming for y'all next. But this is how this is gonna happen. And listen, my people, my brothers and sisters, we can't be so quick to tear each other down. Don't make no goddamn sense. All right. Obviously, there's some moves happening. Hold each other accountable, yes. But as soon as the deal comes out, everybody's all up in arms. Come on. Get it together. But that was me this morning. Hey, white people, looking at y'all too. Y'all get an opinion. What do y'all think about the Jay-Z deal? Do you think it's just him pandering to the people? You think it's NFL just getting a free pass? All right, no. Do you think he was in the right? All right, what do y'all think about Kaepernick not getting his job back? How do y'all feel about that? Because for me, I'm like, nah, you got fired, you can't come back to the job. That's just how the world works. All right, but I don't know. Again, I don't watch sports. Maybe y'all got some optics. People that watch sports, what do you think about this assessment? But that was it for me, y'all. Again, if you've been rocking with me, thank you. And I will see y'all on the next one. As always, peace.